you are gonna stress one area to not miss, don't miss a bath. Nobody likes going and staying at a nasty bathroom. That's the one area we will make sure is nearly pristine.
Welcome to Flipping Gorgeous. My name is Lena Taylor. Think of this channel as your girlfriend's guide to DIY and home improvement.
We are getting the guest room set up for my in-laws. Having guests used to really stress me out. And if I'm being honest, of course, I still put a little pressure on myself. As a kid, I remember when we were having guests, our whole house, it was just frantic. It was so stressful. My mom go into this little panic. They're coming, you gotta clean up your room, screaming, yelling, and like she was gonna be judged if things weren't perfect, and she had 3 small kids and my dad was traveling. We have to shake that feeling of, oh my God, everything has to be perfect. If they show up and it's not perfect, they're gonna judge me. I still struggle with it. I want it to be perfect. Tell me in the comments, do you find having guests exciting or very stressful? Do you panic leading up to them coming, or could you care less? I had a friend who told me, oh, a long time ago, I just stopped worrying about what my mother-in-law thought, and I was like, wow, that's so freeing. This used to actually be my boys' room. If you haven't followed along with my videos, we bought a house 4 years ago, the one I'm standing in, and it was unfinished. So when we first moved here, my kids were in the basement, which was not ideal, but sometimes you have to do things that are not ideal so that you can create the dreams. But now I'm standing in what I transformed that room into the guest room because they have their big, beautiful, forever rooms upstairs. So I have to tell you the story behind this dresser. I found these at an anthropology outlet in Augusta, Georgia. We had moved there for my husband's residency. We had just renovated his former bachelor pad to become our family home, a small little townhome, and we had no money. We took all of our savings to go to this residency. We had to pinch every penny, and I came across these navy, just gorgeous dressers at this outlet. And my son at the time was 6 months old, and we really didn't have a nursery for him. We didn't have any furniture. And this in a nightstand was $400. And I remember feeling like, oh my gosh, I would love to have those. Can I find a way to make some extra money? Because at the time I had left my consulting job to be a stay-at-home mom because we moved across the state, and long story, I tried to keep it up. It didn't work out. So I wasn't bringing any money. I just thought, oh my gosh, if I could find a way to make a little extra money to buy these. I joined an MLM at the time, and I found a little extra way to make some money. And my father-in-law also contributed. So these pieces to me, it represents so much more than just furniture. It really represents this time of life that we went through. And there were imperfections. They had some chipped parts, but they're just so beautiful, and I love these, and I will never, ever, ever get rid of them. It represents so much more than a piece of furniture. I just look at it and I think back to that time, and I think back to living in that tiny townhome with 2 babies and no money, and my husband working all the time. Now I look around to where we are now, and it was so, oh gosh, it was such a journey to get here. So keeping some pieces that remind you of where you've been is incredibly important, I think. This is our guest bathroom downstairs, and if I'm being honest, I did a little bit in here when we first bought the house, and then I haven't touched it, which is kind of odd. This is what happens. I start and I don't finish, and I'm trying to get so much better about that. But when we first bought this house, this bathroom was like a tan brown. It had 2 pedestal sinks, big oversized mirrors. It had the really nice shower. That was already here. I didn't put that in, but we did add the glass because there wasn't glass. So this bathroom is serving as our guest bathroom, and it's a little sad. I need to come in here and give it a little life, like put some pictures on the wall or something, clean it up for our guest. I like to have a few simple things in the bathroom. I like to put together a little toiletry basket. You're either a person who takes things from hotels or you're not. And I take things from hotels. I paid for it. If I stay in the hotel, I'm taking the amenities box, right? So I like to keep it so I can put it in my little basket of things. So when we have guests, I like to have just a little basket of anything they might need. I have amenities box. I have some lotion. We have cotton swabs. I keep some hair ties, some floss sticks, some antacid, some Tylenol and Advil, some feminine products. I don't know, I like having a little basket of stuff. I'm realizing I need to restock this, so I might go get a few more things, but I think it's just a nice touch for your guests to have a little something extra in case they forgot it or they don't want to have to come ask you for it, right? It's like embarrassing to go to someone's house and ask for it. Like, do you have a tampon? Do you have a pad? So I need to restock some of those. So I like just having a little basket out on the counter so that if they need anything, they know it's there. It's kind of like when you go to a wedding and they have that. Guys, I have so many unfinished projects, and I realize that the more and more I take you around, I'm like, oh, I need to still finish that project. Or I need to just put something on the walls. Yeah, we're gonna Swiffer, we're gonna vacuum, we're gonna wipe down the countertops, the sinks, wipe down the shower, clean it all up so that it's spick and span. One area to not miss, don't miss a bathroom. Nobody likes going and staying at a nasty bathroom. So that's one area we will make sure is nearly pristine. All right, I think that's all I have in me today. Did I get everything on my list done? No. Am I gonna beat myself up about it? No. Because sometimes the goal is not to finish, it's just to make progress, and we made progress. And remember, the people who are coming to see you probably are coming because they love you and not because they expect everything to be perfect. But thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye. Like, share, and subscribe. See you.